You told yourself you'd start at 9 a.m. Then it became after this video, then after lunch. Now it's 11 p.m. and you're lying in bed wondering where your entire day went. Sound familiar? You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're fighting against millions of years of evolution, and nobody taught you how to win. Here's what's fascinating. Japan consistently ranks among the most productive nations on Earth. Their workers, students, and creators get things done while battling the same human brain you have. So what do they know that you don't? The truth is, willpower is a lie. Motivation is a trap. The harder you try to force yourself to work, the more your brain resists. It's like pushing against a door that only opens when you pull, but there's a different way. Japanese culture has quietly developed habits that work with your brain, not against it. These aren't productivity hacks invented by some Silicon Valley guru last week. These are time-tested principles refined over centuries. I've distilled them into 7 habits that actually work. No fluff, no motivational nonsense. Just real techniques you can use today. Let's get into it. 1. Ikigai. Find your reason to get out of bed. Procrastination is not really about laziness. It is about disconnection. When you do not see the point, your brain refuses to engage. In Japan, they call this missing element ikigai, your reason for being. It is the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be rewarded for. Here is the thing. You do not need to find your life's grand purpose right now. Start smaller. Before any task, ask yourself one question. Why does this actually matter? Write it down. Connect the boring task to something meaningful. That essay is not just homework. It is building your future career. That workout is not punishment. It is becoming someone you respect. When your brain sees purpose, resistance melts away. 2. The 1-minute principle. Kaizen for procrastinators. You've heard of Kaizen, continuous improvement through small steps. But here is the secret weapon Japanese productivity experts use, the 1-minute principle. If you can do something in 1 minute, do it immediately. No thinking, no negotiating, just action. For bigger tasks, commit to just 1 minute of work. That's it. Anyone can do 1 minute. Open the document for 1 minute. Put on your running shoes for 1 minute. The magic is simple. Once you start, momentum takes over. Your brain's resistance is strongest before you begin. After 60 seconds, it often disappears entirely. Stop asking yourself to climb mountains. Just take one step. Number 3. Muda elimination. Cut the invisible waste. In Japanese manufacturing, there is an obsession with eliminating muda, which means waste. But this goes beyond factories. Your day is filled with invisible waste, decision fatigue, context switching, unnecessary choices. Every time you debate what to work on, you drain willpower. Every notification that pulls your attention costs more than you realize. Japanese students often wear the same style of clothes daily. They eat similar meals. They create environments where the right choice is the only choice. Try this. The night before, decide exactly what you will work on first. Lay out everything you need. Remove every possible friction point. When tomorrow comes, there is nothing to decide. You just begin. 4. The power of strategic emptiness. Western productivity culture screams do more, faster, constantly. But Japanese philosophy embraces the meaningful pause, the intentional space between actions. Procrastination often comes from overwhelm. Your brain sees an endless mountain of tasks and shuts down in self-defense. The solution is not pushing harder, it is creating breathing room. Schedule empty space in your day, real empty space, not breaks filled with scrolling, actual nothingness. 5 minutes of staring out a window, a walk with no podcast. This is not laziness, it is strategic recovery. Your brain needs to process, recharge, and prepare for focused work. Counterintuitively, doing less often helps you accomplish more. 5. Shokunin spirit. Fall in love with the process. A shokunin is a Japanese craftsman who dedicates their entire life to mastering one skill. They do not work for the outcome. They work because the work itself is meaningful. Here is the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop working to finish. Start working to improve. Procrastination feeds on outcome anxiety. What if it is not good enough? What if I fail? But when you focus on the process, on getting slightly better with each attempt, failure becomes impossible. Every minute of practice is success. Ask yourself this: how can I make this work 1% better than yesterday? That question transforms any task from a burden into a craft. The Shokunin does not procrastinate because every moment of work is its own reward. 6. Genchi Genbutsu. Go to the source. Toyota executives practice Genchi Genbutsu, which means go and see for yourself. Instead of theorizing from a distance, they physically go to where the work happens. Apply this to your procrastination. Stop planning from your bed. Stop thinking about the task abstractly. Physically go to where the work happens. Sit at your desk. Open the program. Touch the materials. Something shifts when you are present at the source. The task becomes real, concrete, manageable. Your brain stops building it into an impossible monster. Often, just showing up is 90% of the battle. The rest handles itself. 7. Hansei. Honest reflection without shame. At the end of each day, Japanese students practice Hansei, honest self-reflection. Not harsh self-criticism, not toxic positivity, just truth. What worked today? What did not? What will you adjust tomorrow? Procrastination thrives in the shadows. When you do not examine your patterns, they repeat endlessly. But Hansei shines light on them. Maybe you always crash after lunch. Maybe certain tasks drain you more than others. Maybe your environment has hidden triggers. Spend 2 minutes each night asking yourself when you procrastinated today and what was really going on. No judgment, just curiosity. Awareness is the first step to change. You cannot fix what you refuse to see. The truth most people won't accept. Here is what separates those who beat procrastination from those who struggle forever. It is not about finding the perfect system. It is about honest action. You have read tips before. You have watched videos. You have saved posts for later. But reading is not doing. The Japanese have a saying, vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. You now have both. The question is whether you will use them or scroll to the next video and forget everything in 20 minutes. Start with one habit, just one. Try the 1-minute principle tomorrow morning. Practice Hansei tonight before bed. Pick whichever resonates and actually do it. Not perfectly, not forever, just once. That is how change begins. One small action, repeated until it becomes who you are. Leave a comment telling me which habit you are trying first. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And remember, the person you want to become is built one tiny decision at a time. Make yours now.